everyone's been having a nice holiday, if you even are on holidays. I feel like this message, this is going to seem a bit vague, but we'll break it down. Music is a big thing here. And I feel like with connections in general, or just not even connections, like people in general, or most people have music that they really connect to, that they feel like speaks to their soul. And I feel like there's something about this message that's going to come through that's like, music is something that's really sticking out to you right now, or the person connected to you, that is drawing you both actually back together, back to reuniting, back to actually being in communication with one another. So it feels like currently there's no communication, but music is a big part of what is bringing this back together right now, whether it's that this person connected to you is getting a lot of music that you two shared together, or you both are. But it's like you're communicating through music right now. So let's get into it, shall we? We'll start with an angel card. What is the opening message for this collective, please? What is the opening message for this collective, please? Signs. Perfect. That just confirms. I think you're getting a lot of signs through music, and they're also getting a lot of signs through music, and that is drawing you back to one another. Turned right to it. Pay careful attention to the messages the angels give you now. This reading included. You have asked for a sign and they deliver it. Notice and trust these signs. And that's the other thing. You and them, if it's not you, it's them, may have been asking their team for signs when it comes to you in this connection. Should I make contact? Whatever the question is, and they've been getting signs to do that, potentially through music. You've asked for heaven to help you. Now it's up to you to pay attention to the evidence of their help. This card signifies that your angels are trying to get your attention with signs. They might ask a butterfly or a bird to fly near you, or they might compel you to hear a song several times. Confirmation. They might put an object in your path so that you have to notice it. Drawing this card is also a sign from your angels they are trying to get through. Please notice. You can ask your angels to give you a sign whenever you have a question or a decision to make. Usually it's not a good idea to specify what type of sign you'd like. Leave that up to the angels. They are very good at making their presence known. That's quite interesting actually, because I used to actually ask them to show me something specific, but something always inside told me to not ask for, or that if they're going to answer in a way that is obvious to me, something that I know is from them, without me having to say, show me a yellow car or show me a white cat. Like, they will come up with the sign that when I see it, I'll know that's the answer. Signs are very important here, so let's get into it. Okay. What is this message about, please? What is this collective getting signs about from their team? Okay, third party, that's interesting. So maybe part of you's been wondering if this person connected to you hasn't come forward yet because they're in another connection. And if it's not another romantic connection, maybe you are aware to some degree that their family keep them held back from you. Work, distance, just the fear of repeating the same cycle that you two repeated in the past. Friends, like addictions, but that followed by healing. So I think they're trying to show you signs of not just this person healing their third-party interferences, whether that's work, whether it's family, whether it's another romantic connection. They're healing right now, even if they're not aware that they're healing, because things seem tough right now. The things that seem tough right now are what they're healing through, that is leading them back to you. And whatever the third party interferences are, you're getting signs that whatever that interference is what they're healing through right now. And that is why you're not in contact right now, because this is an important part of their healing, to get through these interferences so that they can make their way back to you. You might even be getting signs that, yes, this is your person. Yes, you two are destined to be together, but this healing stage for them is important. And it could also be that you are going through a healing stage right now too. You're mirroring in that way. Yeah, mother wounds. So for me, the third party interference is a mother. So you yourself would have issues with your relationship to your mother, but this person, you're receiving signs in whatever capacity that the healing that this person needs to be going through right now is the interferences of the wounds that their mother has created for them. So you may even have memories of their mother interfering in your relationship, planting seeds in your person's mind that you're not good for them, or that you're not right for each other, or financial things. So say, for instance, your person helps out their mother financially, but when they were with you, you encourage them to not abandon their mother, but say, for instance, you are of the opinion that if you were to start a family with this person and they're always giving money to their mother or their siblings or whoever to help them out, and you two are never able to get ahead or catch up because they're always giving money to their family, and you were basically influencing them to not do that, to make sure you two could have enough for the family that you're going to be building, and the mother didn't like that, or the family unit that they came from didn't like that, they created kind of turmoil between the two of you because of that. Even if on the surface they looked like they were so nice, your gut always told you that their mother was somehow creating a wedge here, and this person, your person, could not see it at the time because they're so enmeshed with their mother, and the wounds that their mother caused them from childhood are very deeply ingrained in them, that they lacked the self-awareness to see the manipulation happening there. That is something they're healing through right now. They could even be recognizing how the interference from their mother not just affected their connection with you, but work, but friendships, but other romantic partners from their past have always created wedges and kept them stagnant in life. I feel like their spirit team is waking them up to these blockages right now, especially around their mother, and showing them where they need healing when it comes to that their mother has been a problem in their life that they need to move away from. And mother issues come up in these readings a lot, and it's not that this person has to cut their mother off for good and be done with them, but set some strict boundaries with them for sure. Otherwise, they'll just keep repeating those same cycles. It's like they're married to their mother basically, and their mother treats them like a husband that has to look after them, which then reflects the fact that whoever the father figure was either in or out, was abusive, was unreliable. So then your person became the one that had to pick up the slack and always be fixing everything. That needs to be healed. That's the biggest thing here. The signs that you're getting is that this person's mother has been a big interference for their whole life and for their own growth and evolution to become a healthy partner and a healthy person in life. And they're healing those wounds right now. So they might be going through issues with their mother right now that's causing them to wake up to what the situation really is, that they've had blinders on the whole time. Okay. Chaser. So this is something that they're wounded, causes wounding as well. If they're issues around their mother have caused them to kind of be wounded when it comes to actually chasing the things they want and being determined and persisting towards the things they want. These interferences has kind of blocked that energy of them chasing after what they want, you included. And like any work goals, if they, for instance, want to start a business and it's like they're never getting there because their situation with their mother is always holding them back. They're always basically just getting by so that they can look after other people instead of getting themselves ahead in life. That's something that they're recognizing, that they want more in their life and they're stuck right now repeating these things. Keep being stuck in jobs that they're not satisfied in, and being around people that keep them in these toxic cycles. They're definitely healing it though, but I don't think intuitively, I don't think they realize that what they're going through right now is them healing. Yeah, the cycles. They're healing out cycles that they've been repeating, the same patterns over and over again since childhood, always looking after their mum, always fixing everyone's problems, always just maintaining a job so that they can look after everyone else instead of going after what they want in life, having the same toxic friendships, doing the same toxic things like drama and substances, all that stuff, being tied to it. This is what they're healing right now. These are toxic cycles that they have been repeating, and I think that their team is showing them how they keep repeating this, and the only way to break it is by making changes in their life. And I just heard move away from your family. So I think that's important. This person has to actually put distance between them and their family so that they can have a new beginning. Magic. And this is the signs. And look, you've got union here. They're travel. They need distance between them and their family. So if you are at a distance from this person, that's another detail here. This person, if they can break this cycle and come to where you are, travel to you and put distance between them and their family, specifically their mother, more healing can occur. Because while they're right with their family all the time, they're kind of stuck with their healing, because it's like they can have these epiphanies, but when they've still got their family and their friends or their workplace in their ear constantly, it's very hard to separate from it. So it's like they have to travel to create distance so that they can get out of that loop that they keep repeating. Because union is, you've got travel and union. So I really believe this person has to travel to you to have union again. So that's a block too. One, their family, friends, and workplace is a cycle that keeps just going around and around. They're feeling very stuck, unfulfilled, feeling like they're not in a good place financially, possibly because one, dabbling in or partaking in certain things that aren't healthy financially and physically, but as well as always giving handouts to their family, mother in particular, feeling obliged to look after them. Those things are blocks that I think a part of them realizes that that's what's happening, but they're struggling to let it go because they've been repeating it all their life. That's why moving away from them is what they're going to need, but it's getting them to do that. They're trying to show, their team is trying to show them this right now. I'm going to put this here. So to have union, and look, surprise call. So you might hear from them soon. So you've got travel to confirm union. So there's distance here. They need to travel to you to reunite. Okay. But they are, I think, awakening to this now. But like I said, there's becoming self-aware, there's realizing what needs to change, but then actually making changes. All right, let's get some information on this connection then. So that's what's going on for them right now. So the signs, maybe if it is music that you're getting, it could be that there's music about family dynamics that are really like speaking to you right now, where that's because that's what this person is healing through right now. Family dynamics that have kept them in toxic cycles their whole life, childhood trauma that is affecting their ability to be that, I keep hearing masculine, which would make sense because you got chaser, that ability to chase after what they want and leave the toxic cycles behind them. What is this connection, please? That song Let Down just came into my head. I forget the artist's name. But look that up because those lyrics might be significant. Like this person always feels like they're letting their family down, so they have this constant guilt inside them that causes them to constantly try and fix their family's problems or look after their mother and prop people up financially, even though they should be doing it for themselves, and they just feel compelled to have to do it because that's what they've always done. So they're being shown to heal that, to break free from that, not to never help anyone ever again, but to get yourself where you want to be in life and be with who you want to in this life. What is this connection, please? Unconditional loving. So their memory, the universe is saying this is an unconditional love. This is a connection that you two really fell in love with each other, and it's just, let's keep going. So you've got unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. Sweetheart, romance, infatuated, want you back. They obviously want you back. They've got you. I think they know as well that they're going to have to travel to you to make this work. So they know that that's something that's an action that is required here. But courting, a gentleman, a surprise, and you do have surprise call on the bottom, treating you well and sorry. This person knows that an apology is needed here. I think they have a lot of guilt when it comes to you as well, which has obviously kept them away too, because they think that too much has happened, that they would even deserve you to give them another chance, which is something they have to work through, because if they think that they don't deserve another chance, then they're likely to, even if they come back, sabotage it again out of lack of self-worth. But paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This whole top row is about you two just, when you're together, it's just this sweet, pure, unconditional love that is just, it's not it hasn't been severed, even with distance, even with time. Kisses. Made with love. There is so much love here. The depth of love here is not the issue. It's this person's toxic cycles, and in a way, what you've allowed. And I don't mean that to victim blame. I mean that in when you love someone so much and you see the potential there, bad treatment of yourself that you allow, that you need to heal out, because there is so much love here, so much happiness to be had. The universe is saying that this connection is something that is, it's like a gift from up above. Sentimental, an offering or contribution, another card about this person wanting to offer you something. But try new things, being there, support. So recognizing that how much you were there for this person, how much you truly love them. And maybe there's even a bit of shame around how much you two actually love each other. Like you don't, the depth of how much you love each other, it's like it scares you both. Sweetheart, there's so much love here and happiness, and it's like whatever tore you two apart, mother wounds are definitely a part of it, family, but I think childhood trauma, people really don't understand how much that can create self-sabotaging situations where you're both in a wounded place, pushing each other away and creating toxic environments with each other because you love each other so much, and that scares you because love for you growing up was something that only caused pain. Love is definitely not the issue here for this connection. It's about being afraid of it. The other, an admirer from afar, and we know there's distance, so their love for you, even through the distance, has only grown. A fork in the road, so they're at an impasse right now where they're trying to decide whether they open their heart up again to come towards you or to just keep living in long suffering away from you. Option, interested, another or other man or woman, but in this case I think it's a mother that's the interference here. They want to come back, they want to treat you well, they want to apologize, they want to offer you a new beginning, but they're at a crossroads on whether to do that or not right now. I think worthiness is a big thing here for them because they feel like they've caused so much damage. Why would you ever give them another chance? So instead of trying to get that another chance, they're staying in the shadows. And it's really up to them to make that decision. You can't, even if you were to reach out to them, they're still in that mindset. So you would still wind up feeling rejected. It's them that has to take that step. Paradise. Yeah, take a chance. I think the universe is trying to show them here that paradise awaits them, happiness with you awaits them if they take this chance, which is up to them. They're being shown to just go for it, that this is a good opportunity, but also to trying to get them to have a positive mindset when it comes to taking this chance with you. You can't win if you don't play. Kind of like if you don't ask, the answer's always no, because you're never going to know. So they are being urged to, through signs, take a chance, take that gamble towards you, because that's where their happiness is. but they have free will and they have to take that chance themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So this is what's happening here. There is an abundance of love here. The love that you two have for each other is so deep, so profound. That's not what's lacking. It's the fear that is controlling this person right now, and the fear that you will reject them because they have caused so much damage here, and part of them feels like there's no going back, that they've already failed and that they're just gonna you're always gonna be the one that got away, instead of actually trying to take that chance with you. They're being urged to take that chance. Bold move on the bottom, exactly. Their team is actually urging them to, we're urging you to be bold and take a chance towards this person, because that is where your happiness is. Be proactive, take the steps to move things forward with you. Making things happen. And this is another card of gift for someone or yourself. There's so much here about them wanting to offer you something, and that could be part of the apology. Even traveling, they might want to take you somewhere, but maybe in their mind, especially if their finances are something that they're not feeling too proud about right now, wanting to offer you more than they have to give financially right now could be holding them back as well. But your team is saying this connection is full of love. The only thing that's keeping it back right now is this person's fear about taking a chance towards you, but they are getting signs, they're getting synchronicities from their spirit team to make that bold move towards you. That is what's happening for them right now. Okay, let's get this person's feelings towards you, the collective. What is their true soul? What does their heart want to say? Their true feelings. You see right through me. You see the real me. That's why I can't hide anything from you. And I struggle sometimes to look you in the eyes. You see right into my soul, and that makes me more vulnerable. So there's someone that even if they lie to you, even if you don't know what the actual truth is, you can tell that they're being dishonest with you in some way. It doesn't have to be, I'm just using this as an example. And you will call them out, and that makes them feel you see right through them. So when they're wearing a mask, you can see right through it. Blessed and protected. This is nice. I'm blessed beyond measure to share a powerful divine love with you. I am so grateful for you and give thanks to the divine creator. Embrace your beautiful divinity. You are a precious gift in my life. Another card about gifts. I think they see you as the universe gave them a gift in you. Your pure heart, the depth of how much you love this person. And it's like what's that saying? Shoot a gift horse in the mouth. They feel this deep regret and are sorry for this opportunity that they were given. You were the gift that was given to them, and they feel like they ruined it. Protected. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are not together at this time. So they still feel quite protective over you, even though you're not together. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross that. So even if they've had other interactions, let's say, with other people, women, men, whatever, those people have not even come close to touching them intimately the way that you have, and it never will. They never will. Transparency. Healing. And that's what they're going through right now. I'm healing pain from my past. This is exactly it. I'm working on letting it go so I can be free to fully love you. Perfect. Your love gives me hope as I'm healing my past and childhood trauma. I just want you to send me love and healing energy. This is exactly what I'm saying. Their childhood trauma, their wounding around their mother trauma, and their enmeshment is what they're being shown right now. Whatever's going on in their life when it comes to their family and these toxic cycles that they keep staying stuck in is what they're healing through at the moment. And I think that's the thing. They know that if they are to come forward to you, that you're going to see all that. There's something about you where you can really see into this person and know what's going on even without them saying it out loud. And perhaps part of them is afraid of you calling them out on this stuff because it's like, I already know what's broken in me. And it makes them feel very vulnerable when you actually voice it out loud because it's like you just see them so clearly. Blessed. Signs. I am reminded of you constantly. They're constantly being urged to take a chance towards you. But it's almost as if they just keep holding themselves back from doing it. I've been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that reminds me of you. It's made me feel certain that you are the one for me and we have a brighter future. Their happiness lies with you. I just have to figure out how to follow them. I'm gaining strength and courage for that. Perfect. Protected. And then you've got doubt. Their doubts about you come more from, I've caused so much damage here. Can we repair it? Can I ever actually truly be happy in this life, or am I bound by these toxic cycles and my trauma bond to my mother? Does this person that I want to go towards, are they doubting the love that we share? Please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it and it's making me doubt it too, which tells me it's been a long time here. Adding in the distance as well, it makes you doubt if the love is only on your side. But as we can see here, it's not that there's a lack of love, it's this person's fears and their childhood trauma. Just have faith and know I will reach out to you when divine timing is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. And then on the bottom, changing. Perfect. I'm working hard to change, to face up to all that I've been avoiding for so long. I know I need to do more, but I feel so exhausted and tired. Your love is inspiring me to do the necessary changes in my life. So they're changing, they're healing, they're working towards coming back to you. All right, let's see what the energy is around you right now. I think as well with that transparency, they know that the only way to come forward to you is, yes, take action, but they need to be completely transparent with you. They need to be honest about everything because you will see through anything that doesn't feel authentic. So they know that they have to show up fully transparent and honest about everything. And that's scary to them. And they know that if they try to skirt around any kind of truth, you will sense it and you will call them out immediately. So there's no room for that. They know they have to show up fully for you. And I think there's a sense of pride too about wanting to show up, actually having something to offer. Okay, what is the energy around this collective right now, please? Water sign. So you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they could be, but this is something that is developing over the next few months. So I think I just heard March. And also April is actually the real new year, not now. If you go by the 13-month year, not the 12-month year, that goes by the lunar cycles, the actual natural movement of the earth. April is actually New Year's, not January. Because when you look at the zodiac, Aries is the first sign, and Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. Pisces is the end. So March is actually the end of the year. April's the first of the year. March is the end of the year. But Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be heavily in your charts. But there is a lot of emotions here. Again, the depth fire signs, so you could be a water fire pairing. These signs are important. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could also be this mother that is one of those signs that is heavily in your energy too, especially if they know the depth of which, even if their child hasn't said to them how much they love you, their mother knows. And so they might even be keeping an eye on you because they want to see if they're coming back towards you. But emotions and passion, huge here for this connection, and it's around you heavily right now. Caution, find out more information, but don't overwork yourself. I think this is something where you're wanting to know more because you miss this person. You love this person. You want them in your life. It's like you just want your life to, you don't want to spend any more time not sharing the rest of your life together. And so you're wanting to know more about what's going on with this person and what's keeping them away from you still. But they're saying don't overwork yourself trying to find out this stuff because it's all going to come in good time. Yeah, confession. So this confession is coming from a water sign. So, and if it's, I think that it's either they're a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, like it's heavily in their chart, or the depth of their emotions is what they're wanting to confess to you. How much they still love you, how much they want another chance, how much they want to make this work. That's what needs to be confessed here. It's the depth of their emotion. And as well you, because this is your energy, remember? So your depth of emotion is something you desperately want to express to this person too. But it's very important that this person break the cycle themselves and come towards you. Fire sign. Health. So this fire sign, there's something around health, and straight away, if this is a mother figure that is keeping this person from you, that could also be part of what the issue is. Because if this mother has health issues and your person feels obligated to take care of them in their old age, that's a very hard thing to break away from when you as the child feel guilt and obligation to take care of your mother in their old age because they have health issues. That seems to be quite a big block here. And as well, the passion that you feel towards this person, the depth of emotion you feel towards them could have really caused some health issues for you in your energy, your mental health, your physical health. The distance put between you really could have affected your mental health. All right, caution. Intuition. So I think this is where you're getting stuck because your intuition, the signs, like music, like animals, whatever the signs are that you've been getting, multiple signs, 10% battery, I need to charge. You might be on 10% batteries in your physical health. You might just be feeling so flat and out of energy because you've been exerting so much energy wanting to know more information about this person. Your intuition is correct. So trust your intuition. For that to confirm, caution, find out more information, but don't overwork yourself. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. I don't think it's red flags in this person. Or if they come back and they're not still showing up fully authentically and with honesty, when you recognize that, to actually listen to your intuition, but also to not let fear get in the way here and cause you to overwork yourself finding out or trying, and not let so it's like you get your intuition, and your intuition is what happens first, and it's not something that overwhelms you or causes you to be anxious. But then your overthinking mind starts second guessing what your intuition was telling you, and you start over analyzing the situation. So trust your intuition, not the thoughts that create anxiety in your mind. Then earth sign flipped out, so you've got 3, and that's about grounding. So you need to ground yourself right now, because the energy around you is creating anxiety, causing you to overthink things. When your intuition, the signs that they're giving you that confirm what your intuition is telling you is right. Your overthinking mind that's creating anxiety is making you ungrounded, and they're wanting you to ground yourself. There is a lot of love here, a lot of emotions. Over the next few months, I think the energy around you is going to create fear because you love this person so much. The passion and the love, like I said, is not the issue, it's the fear. So that's where you two are mirroring. You're mirroring the fear that they're never going to come back, and that the things that are keeping them blocked from you are going to always be there. Their fear is being rejected by you. Also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be an earth sign. This person could be a water sign, a fire sign. That's the pairing. But then on the bottom, you've got gambling, another card about taking a chance towards you. This is focusing on your finances right now. Maybe that's something that you're also mirroring. They're feeling like they're not enough when it comes to their finances and being able to offer you something, especially because there's travel involved here. But you also need to be working on your finances and getting yourself into a stable position just for you. Taking them out of the picture for now, working on your finances and making sure you've got steady, stable income, and that you feel secure and stable in your own life. They themselves need to be working on that so that they feel more confident coming towards you as well. So you're both mirroring in different ways in your fear over this connection, and you're both mirroring your finances in this connection, getting yourself both in a stable position. And that's not to say that everything needs to be perfect financially. It's kind of like with them, their fear overcoming you with some big, bold offer and having the finances to back that. That's not what you need from them, but that's what they feel they need to bring to the table. For you, you just want them to be back and to be emotionally open and available to you. But in their mind, their fear is that they need to have all this money to come towards you, and it's not the case. They need to break through that fear, and you need to break through the fear that they're not going to come back, and just allow things to come in naturally and not overwork yourself and trying to control the situation. Okay, so I'm feeling called to get this deck actually, so I want to see what is going on for them right now. What is going on for this person connected to you right now? What is going on in their energy? Let's tap into them and see what's going on around them right now. Justice. So they might be receiving karma for a lot of things that they partook in after you, and also their treatment of you. There's justice here. There could be legal proceedings going on, some kind of legal matters with And if it's not legal matters, it's actual justice, like karmic justice that's happening right now. They could also be going through legal matters with their that to do with their family. I just heard car lapsing, so either they've lost their license or they let their car fall out of registration and they got picked up and they have to re-register their car. Something around vehicles and registration, licenses, that's coming up strongly for me. Maybe you remember them to not have their license when you were with them. Only you. So your fears around them not even wanting you anymore, it's just not true. You're getting signs about this, but your fear is taking over here. They're only focused on you. They're watching you from afar. So they're watching your social media. And like I said, there's no one like you. They cannot replace your energy. Even if they've gone to other connections after you, that might have satisfied them for a time because it was easier and less complicated, but ultimately it didn't feed their soul. It didn't urge them to grow. They didn't feel satisfied with those connections. Only you satisfy them truly and completely. They're only focused on wanting you back. Time. That's what's worrying you here, and it's what's worrying them as well. They're concerned about how long they've let things go here. Even though their soul knows that they've needed time to heal, that you've needed time to heal, but knowing that time passing isn't an apology. They still know that they need to come in with accountability, apologies, and full transparency. But time will bring unexpected changes. But because of the time here, because of how long you two haven't spoken, been in contact, seen each other, touched each other, all of that, that's what's bringing fear into the both of you. They're needing to go through this healing phase. If they don't do that, then they're not going to be fully prepared to, it's not as if they need to be fully healed and be this perfect person. They're never going to be perfect, and you're never going to be perfect. But there is an element of them needing to heal through this before coming to you. So it's not the right time yet because they're in the midst of this healing. And then when the time is right, they will come towards you. But right now they're needing this time to deal with it. And you are the main focus over what is motivating them to heal. Denial. So I think at the moment, this person might even be dealing with denying the connection, knowing they love you so much because they're clearly watching you, but even denying that perhaps the karma that they've been receiving since you, being in denial that it is tied to their karma for how they treated you and their behavior after this ended. The things that they went to and the toxic cycles they keep repeating. That's what they're being shown right now. So I think there's a level of denial that it's tied to their karmic wheel. Dismissing the reality of all the things that keep happening to them, why it keeps happening to them. They're trying to break through to this person right now. Only you. You're heavily on their mind, so you're their main focus right now. Trapped, so they're trapped in their mind over you. That you're the only one that can bring them that true happiness, where their happiness lies is with you, and they're trapped in their mind about it, feeling like they're stuck in their circumstances. But again, that's the denial. They can break free whenever they want. Yes, their mother might have health issues. Yes, they might feel obliged, and that familial obligations really can cause people to get stuck in life. But ultimately, for them to be happy, they have to come towards you and break these ties with their mother. That's what they're in denial about right now, and they're not facing because they feel trapped by their circumstances with their mother. They need to break free from it. And you're the motivating factor for them to break free from it. So they want to come towards you, but they think that they're trapped by their circumstances, but they're actually not. They can break free whenever they want. This is just it's taking time. Perfect. So through this time apart, you are both ascending, but this person's going through an ascension right now. They're learning to transcend the obstacles that they feel trapped by right now. The universe is preparing them for union with you and to have a new phase. To start the new phase, they need to take this time to truly break free from what they feel they're trapped by right now. And they're creating their own mental prison. And that's what's repeating these loops over and over again till they break free from their mental prison and realize they have they have the power to break free from that mental prison. They're not a victim. They can break free whenever they want. There's a little bit of selfishness there that they need to break through, that feeling sorry for themselves to get away from the situation, but they are doing it. It's just that they're not, I don't think this person sees that they're ascending right now. They just think that everything in their life is falling apart and nothing makes sense anymore, and they're missing you and they don't know how to come back to you. Will you forgive? They're just so trapped in their mind over this right now, but it's an important part of their ascension for them to balance the connection again. They need to balance it. They need to break free from these bad habits, from their connection to their mother. And this is what they need time to do. And they will do it. They are being guided through it and they will do it. It's just not right now. They're in the midst of it. But they have faith. Ultimately, behind all the trapped mind stuff, their heart yearns for you and they have faith that you will come back together. They're wishing and praying for some opportunity to break free from their circumstances so that you two can be together again. Some kind of divine intervention that will allow you two to be together. But they have that power. They just need to realize that they have the power. Always reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. She clicks her heels together 3 times and says, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. You're their home. They need to realize that the power lies within them. They're able to break free from their family and come towards you, but they don't feel like they do right now. And that's what they're being shown, and that is what they're healing through. All right, I want to get some messages from them and then we'll get what you need to surrender to. I'll get these ones. What does this person want to say to the collective right now, please? Should I get a timing card? Heavily mirroring each other right now. You're mysterious, and that is part of why it's like they watch your social media because one, they miss you, but they want to it's like they think if they keep an eye on your social media that they'll gauge what's going on in your life right now to see if they can approach you. I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. So that another part of it could be they wonder, have you moved on? Are you with someone? Never really know where I stand with you. So they don't know how you feel. And it's the same for you. You're both trapped in your mind over how each other feels about the other. You're mysterious. It's simple, really. How do I feel? I want you, us, forever. Oh, and father wounds. So they've got the burden of needing to clear not only mother wounds, but their father wounds. And this is what I was saying. Someone who was in and out of their life, someone who was neglectful, abusive, financially couldn't take care of the family, leading them to have to step up and do that. My father is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me and externally, having to learn how to step up and be a healthy masculine without the a good example set for them. And that's what keeps them trapped so long in that victim mentality, that they have to look after their mum and their siblings and just everyone around them, having to fix everyone's problems all the time. But they think that they haven't had an example of what a healthy masculine is. And they are trying to figure out how to be that without having been shown what that looks like. Tears, when they think about you, they cry because of the pain they caused, the damage they caused you, knowing that they lost this beautiful gift that the universe gave them in you, and the fear of how can I ever get this person back, the fear that you've moved on without them, tears of the memories that they share with you. I'm sorry. Again, wanting to apologize. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. And that's why they cry, because they know that you didn't deserve it, and they know that they sabotaged this. And now they're like, how do I break this cycle that I'm in and missing you? I miss you. I wish things were different. But this isn't goodbye. That's good. I don't want to walk away, but it's what's best for me and us right now. Explaining why they had to have space from you, because they were self-sabotaging. They weren't treating you well. And in turn, because they didn't feel worthy and they needed to work on their self-worth. Because until they believe they deserve the love that you give them, they will continue to sabotage. This isn't goodbye. We will be together again soon. Okay, let's get your energy. What energy are you currently in? Oh, the bat. I haven't had the bat before. And what is the masculine's current energy, please? The beaver. That is good. That's a good sign. With the wolf on the bottom. The beaver is very divine masculine energy. It's not wounded masculine. It's like they're willing to put in the time and effort, that perseverance, willing to go the distance, and no matter how many days, weeks, months, years it's going to take, they're willing to put in that work to reap the rewards. All right, so you're the bat, which is air, or is it fire? It's fire. Oh no, it's air, sorry. Okay, the bat. Darkness, letting go, and death leading to rebirth. So that's again giving this up to the universe and allowing divine timing to let things flow. This connection had to, the past version of this connection had to die so that you two could rebirth into better versions of yourselves, to have a better future, to have that paradise. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter. I'm actually seeing this as the ending of the past of this connection. Like, I think that there is a rapid new beginning happening here. The closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past, not holding on to the past version of this person, allowing the potential of them to show up new and improved. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. So that might even be something that you two used to do together, watch the sunrise or the sunset. Okay, beaver. So this is them, they're the beaver. So hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The thing with that is though, is that they think that this is why the universe is trying to show them that they need to break free from their family, not to just cut them off, but that they need to create boundaries, because at the moment I think that they feel bound by their family because that's what's right. They think what they're doing at the moment is the right thing to be doing. I'm supposed to look after my mum. I'm supposed to fix everyone's problems because that's my role in this life. And it's not that it's not, but to have their happiness with you and to have a family unit with you, that needs to be the priority. That's the family that they need to build. And yes, they can help their family when they have an excess to give, not giving everything of themselves when they have nothing left to give. That's not what their family should be letting them do. But unfortunately, toxic cycles, generational trauma, that expectation that you should help your family all the time to your own detriment is very ingrained in them, and it's what they need to step away from. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. I'm very happy to see the beaver. This is good. This energy that they're in, it's very good. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of earth element, providing a home and financial stability. But the thing is, they're providing it for the family they were born into, and they need to be channeling it into the family they want to build with you. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it is time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless and worn out. And their family make them feel useless, make them feel worn out. They're not appreciated where they are. And that's the thing. I think even their family would say that they appreciate them, but they don't feel appreciated. They just feel used up. They feel hollow. They feel tired. They feel exhausted. They felt you appreciated them, and they remember that. They felt appreciated when they were with you. To bring into balance, physical labor and selfless service. All right. I'm going to grab a timing card, and then I want to see what you need to surrender to right now. March. Didn't I say March? Confirmation. March is important for you too. March, April is an important time for this. So just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. You just need to be patient and try to not give in to fear right now, because that fear is feeding through to them. At a special date. So there is a special date in March for the two of you. You would know. Either when you two broke up, your last point of communication could have been in the month of March. And so this March coming up, they're going to reach out. Even if they don't realize it's a special date, around that date, they're going to feel compelled to reach out to you in March around that time, and it's going to line up. There's going to be a date. You're going to get a message around that time. Next month, so February too. February and March are important here. When you release resistance, so that's releasing the fear around this person's never coming back, or they're just going to be the same. It's like you're worried that if they do come back, they're going to be showing up as the same version they were before, and you're going to feel devastated all over again, that they haven't grown, that they haven't evolved. You need to be positive, just like they need to remain positive, that the new and improved versions of each other are going to show up in this connection. So I think February and March have very important dates that are, this person is going to reach out and reconnect, break the no contact. Okay. What did this, I went to say couple then, but you will be soon. What do these two need to surrender to in the meantime? What do they need to surrender to bring forth union? Mirror. And what have I been saying the whole time? You're both mirroring fear here. But number 9, our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become the parents. That childhood trauma that creates the fear in the both of you, you need to pay attention to that and soothe that for yourself. When those really big feelings come up, imagine that you're seeing that coming up in a little child in front of you, the little baby version of you. How would you comfort that baby version of you? Do that for yourself. Nine again, so you really are closing out a chapter, that both of you are. Communication. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. That is what they're healing through. And your fear as well of, if they come back, not shrinking yourself so that they won't run again. Because if they do, then that means they're still not ready. If they don't, then great. If they do, more healing is needed. 1, union. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. That's the message throughout. You both are being controlled by your fears right now of the loss of one another. You need to find ways to break through that and remain positive, even though your physical reality, they're not showing up yet. Number 5, the 9th of May. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Definitely patience, but also learning how to soothe that inner child within, how to soothe that baby version of you that didn't have someone to treat them the way that they should have been treated. Give that to yourself. Number 8, so the 9th of August. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. And that's what I've been saying. They're being taught lots of lessons right now. They're being shown that they need to break free from the toxic cycles that they keep repeating with their family, as well as friends, workplaces, addictions perhaps. Hasn't come out though, so it might be something that they're just addicted to certain things that, be it substances, be it gambling, whatever. They feel conflicted about whether to come back towards you because can I even treat them the way they deserve to be treated, because I sabotaged this in the past. Will I do that again? They're needing to break free from that thought pattern right now, that fear that they have about not deserving your love and then treating you badly again. First of February. Communication. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. So yes, there's some deep conversations needed. 911 I just saw. Accountability, apologies, real dedicated effort put towards you. But it might be that at the initial contact contact is light conversations, just to initiate that contact again, especially because it's been a long time here. With 7 on the bottom, the universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. The biggest block here is your fear and their fear, and feeding it to one another. Okay. Denial of connection. This is the denial that they're in right now, where they are being shown that this is a deep connection, something worth fighting for, but they're fighting against it right now. That's that feeling of not being enough, or being trapped by their family and their obligations to family. They are feeling bound by their circumstances right now. They're still denying the connection because of fear. This is what they're being shown right now. Too fast or too slow. Then also being worried about how long they're taking to come back to you. There is another person involved, their mother, or a friend, but mother wounds came out, so we're going to go with that. Not ready for the deep connection. They know that deep conversations and accountability is needed, that they need to be persistent and put dedicated effort in towards you. Are they capable of that right now? They don't believe in themselves that much right now. Wrong timing. I can't or won't commit because they don't feel worthy, and they don't even know if they can be a good partner for you. Afraid of hurting you or hurting themselves again. I realize there is something between us, but I do not have the time or capacity to understand it. Everything is too much, too soon, and I have other things I need to deal with. They're trapped in their mind about it. They don't think, at the moment, I think they don't think that they can leave their mother, or their whatever their circumstances are that they feel bound by. They think that they can't leave, and they have to learn that they can leave whenever they want. And that's why traveling to be with you will create that distance between them and their family. They need that distance between them so that they can break free. Reinvention. So they're reinventing themselves right now, which is good. Metamorphosis of mind and spirit. That is what they're healing right now. Changing oneself into something better, working on shadow aspects and becoming aware of their strengths and their weaknesses. 34 and 69. I'm trying to reinvent myself and release the old me. I took you for granted, disappointed you, and deserted you when you needed me the most. And that is why they're fearful to come back towards you, because why would you forgive them? Why would you give them another chance? I'm not even worthy of this person. Why would I bother? They need to get out of that mindset. I want to come back stronger so I can build something better with you. Oh, twin flame. So they do see you as their twin flame. I recognize our connection was intense and it still burns my soul. It's a connection that can never be broken, but it is one that must be balanced in order to move forward together. And the universe is trying to balance this person right now, and you. Purpose to live life separately, learning lessons. At the moment, the separation is needed for this person to really step into their purpose and realize their worth. And realize that when they are living in self-worth, that they can offer you something and feel proud of themselves. Possible reunion after becoming stronger and awakened. Single soul split in half before reincarnating into 2 separate bodies. And that's why that yearning, because you want to come back into completion with one another. They know they're in denial. Yes, denial is there. But they know That's why they watch you, because they feel that magnetic pull towards you. They see you as their twin flame. They know that you two share the same soul, that you two belong together, you complete each other. Their paradise is with you. But they're so stuck in the denial right now because they're afraid of the connection. They're afraid of their obligations and abandoning those obligations, letting down that family to have a family with you. This is what they're breaking free from right now with that beaver energy. Attached. I do not think this person's attached to someone romantic. I mean, they could be like in a situationship, but I don't think they're in like a committed relationship with someone. I think it's more their attachment to their family is what's keeping them in denial. Because while they feel this obligation to their mother, to their family, to their friends, they feel like they cannot move. So that attachment is keeping them in denial, because if they feel like if they didn't have that attachment to their family, that they could just come towards you at any time, but they still can. They just use their attachment to their family as a block for why they can't come towards you. I'm connected to my karmic partner due to responsibilities, their mother. I want to face my issues head on and work through things before I return. I know it's not easy, but I'm trying my best. I keep hearing cut the apron strings. Visionary. This is them watching you. I finally see and understand everything. I'm feeling hopeful for the future. I'm envisioning you back in my life while continuously working on myself. They are getting there. They are getting there. They're reinventing themselves right now, and they're really going through the thick of it. So it feels like a heaviness to them right now that they feel bound by. And to break through that, they are being pushed a lot right now, and that feels like a heavy burden for them. It feels like everything's not working in their favor right now, but that's what's breaking them down to get them to break free from what they feel bound to. So this visionary card reflects that they're going through this transformation. They are reinventing themselves. And by watching you, it's constantly motivating them to be better. Even if they don't know what that looks like yet, they're still committed to changing. They haven't given up, even though they're afraid. Third party situation, their mother, we know that, and gluttonous gossip. So unfortunately, again, like I said in the beginning about their mother's opinions, their family's opinions, their friends' opinions, they were easily influenced. They're too impressionable still. And that's an important detail here, because if they keep listening to these people, they keep staying stuck. They need to be strong in their own self and go, no, that's my person, that's where I want to go. I don't care what you guys think anymore. I don't want your advice. It's not needed here. That is where my happiness is, and that is where I'm going. They need to find that strength within themselves and set those boundaries there. Man up, I just heard. All right, twin flame. And you would know that there would have been a lot of outside influences around your connection when you were together, people in this person's ear. Even if they denied it, you knew that there was people saying shit about you behind your back. And they unfortunately listened to it. Cycles. Again, another card of cycles. So you have had in the past, this is probably the longest you two have been separated. There would have been a lot of breakups and making up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up. And that's what they keep replaying. They don't want to repeat those cycles again. It's like if they come back, they want it to be for forever. No more, even when you get triggered working through the triggers and not abandoning the connection every time you get upset about something. That's both of you. We keep replaying the same story over and over again, and it never ends. When are we going to do better so we can be better? That's why they need to reinvent themselves and crack themselves open and break away from their family, because that influence is what keeps them repeating these cycles. Divine timing as well, another card about divine timing. I want to take action towards you. I want to talk with you, be with you, and feel you. Please be patient, my love. I will come back to you in divine timing. This is coming back around. It's not long. All right, so we're going to get tarot now to see what's next for this connection, what's next actions, advice, potential outcome, and then we'll close out with another angel message. So what is the next actions, please, and potential outcome? The Tower. I think this is what's happening to them right now. And you might even be picking up on this energy, especially if you're feeling a lot of fear around this connection right now. Like your fears are coming up. It's because of them. They're going through destruction in their life right now, and it's required. They have to go through destruction so that they can break free from has been keeping them bound over and over again. To them, it feels like a forced change, like a catastrophe type situation where it's something that they don't want to happen, but it has to happen. Those toxic cycles have to fall apart so that they can have this paradise with you. And it's one of those things too, where when they are on the other side of it, they're back with you, things are good. They're going to wish that they'd done it sooner, because why did they prolong their happiness so long? The damage that is caused by these toxic cycles is going to liberate them. So they are going to feel like it's time to rebuild my life in the way I want it to look like. And that includes you. So they need to go through this destruction. This tower is necessary. Towers always come in when it's time, when the universe has said enough is enough. We need to rip away these situations that you're not learning from. Burn it all to the ground and start fresh. And that is probably as well why they need to travel to be with you, because they need to burn this old life so that they can build a new one with you. They're being forced to change right now, and that's why they're in struggle town. Number 16, and also Scorpio. So this action, 4 of Wands. So once they go through this tower, they're coming out the other side. This is about community, partnership, marriage, domestic happiness, building a family and a home with you where their happiness is. And again, that's not them never being triggered again, or you never being triggered again, but knowing now, look how much pain I was in when I was in separation from this person. It's not worth separating again. I'd rather work through our issues together and stay together than run away again and be in the pain that I was in. That's the mentality. This card is all about action. This could be a wedding here, but prosperity. This person's going to take action because of the destruction they've been forced to go through in their life right now. 2 of Pentacles, finding balance in their life. Right now, I think they're juggling a lot, and that is why things are falling apart for them. They need to find balance, and they need to get off the fence about whether to make a move towards you. They need to make a decision instead of being indecisive. Their next action towards you is about making effort, taking accountability, and adapting to the new way of thinking. So, especially because there needs to be a move here, travel to you, adapting to their new life. and balancing things so that they, more so mentally, I feel like this person's mind is in overdrive and they're very overwhelmed by life right now, especially because everything's falling apart for them internally as well, but also physically. They need to find that balance within themselves so that they're not bringing that chaos into the connection. And I also see that as them balancing this connection again. Five of Cups. So this Tower is definitely bringing them grief. This Tower is causing, they could even feel a sense of betrayal from whatever comes crashing down when it comes to their family and friends. But it's putting them into that lack mindset where they're feeling depressed. This is giving very dark night of the soul where everything just feels pointless now and they don't even know what to believe in anymore. Adding in the regret over the breakup, the regret and remorse over how they treated you, the sadness of the separation, the loneliness they feel because of it, all of that's creating a feeling of loss, depression, the betrayal of the people that they surrounded themselves with. It had to happen. Scorpio is very important here, so this betrayal could be bound to a Scorpio in their life, or just that energy. All right, Four of Wands. I think this is their current situation. They're going through it right now. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of Scorpio here. Scorpio is important, and you did get water signs before, so I think Scorpio is an important sign in this. If it's not you or them, the connecting energy, the karmic energy, perhaps the mother. But I think that they're going to be fighting their confusion over the action to take towards you. Indecision is a big thing here. Because this is the current energy, they want this Four of Wands with you, the whole wedding, the white picket fence and everything, but their overthinking mind is getting to them. They've got all these cups in front of them. They're overwhelmed and they're trying to pour into too many cups at once instead of choosing the right one that's actually going to fulfill them. Instead of all these half-empty cups, they need to be putting all their energy into the cup that they have with you. And that indecision is keeping them stuck right now. It's keeping them from making the decision to come towards you. They're blinded by the illusion that they're bound to this situation currently. That's what that's why they're going through this Tower, because they're trying to break them free from that illusion that they're stuck to their family. All right, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So they want to bring a new beginning in love. Their intentions towards you are pure. They have so much love for you, and that's what I said in the beginning. There's no lack of love. It's deep, it's profound, it's fulfilling. It's where you both see happiness, your paradise. But they need to feel like they're worthy of it and that they can give that to you as well. This is also about birth and fertility, starting your own family together. Their emotions are deep emotions for you. When they find balance again, they will then be able to offer you that love and have a new beginning. That's why they said they're preparing this person for union. They're preparing you for union. Your biggest blocks right now that you are mirroring is your fear. 10 of Wands, it's keeping you burdened. But that's why things are stuck right now, because you both feel burdened by your fears and it's creating stress. But if this person is willing to, or has the willpower to pull themselves through this dark night of the soul, they will be ready for you. Okay, what is the potential outcome, please? Two of Swords, still indecision here. They're still on the fence. They're at a crossroads. There's so much about indecision here because of their confusion over what they think they're bound by. So they're kind of avoidant at the moment. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? That's Libra as well. So balancing the connection again. Justice, bringing justice to the connection. Four of Pentacles. They're definitely holding on to this connection, but their past regret is keeping them kind of stuck. There's still a lot about this person being in that scarcity mindset, which makes sense because of the Tower and this Five of Cups keeping them in grief. They feel like they lack control at the moment, and there's a lot around them needing to find stability in their finances, and maybe they're needing to save some money, or they're trying to save money right now. But there is the biggest issue here is them stuck in indecision because of because they regret the past. That is why they're going through this right now. They're not showing me an outcome for the two of you, because until they get through this, they're going to stay in that same loop and stay in that fear, that lack mentality. But ultimately, Nine of Cups, that's your wishes coming true. This again is paradise, the happiness, the success, the blessings that you two will have together when this obstacle, when they learn the lesson and they have that breakthrough moment where they want better for themselves and they work for it. This is very possible. They just need to, I think this Devil card is also reminding me of how it's almost like they're ashamed of how deeply they care about you, how deeply they love you. It's like they want to push it away, even though they know they can't. Their obsession over you bothers them, and they try to bury it and they can't. And this Tower, it has to happen. They need to go through this. Once they get through it, there's nothing but success and abundance for the two of you together again, reconnecting. And maybe that's why this still needs a couple of months for them to develop through this. And then March is an important month for the two of you. Maybe even the special date will be when you reconnect. Even if there's not a special date in March that connects you two, but it could be what brings you two back together. But you actually reconnecting in March, that becomes a special anniversary when you reconnected. That is the special date. Or they plan a special date in March. You two reconnect and then they make a plan to take you out and travel to you to take you out. I think for now, the main focus should be you working on your fear, just like they're needing to work through their fears. And once you're feeding that positive mindset into them, they will feel that and they will start to turn their fear and lack mindset into more hopeful, like, I want to go back towards this person. What is your closing message for this collective, please? The funny thing is that there's almost embarrassment or shame around how much they love you, when that should be something to celebrate, that they have the depth of love for you. But it's the fear. Fear is a very powerful thing. Playfulness. So finding joy in this time that you're apart, even though it hurts you. Fun and play is the angel's way. They guide you to add fun to your life and to know that fun is a necessity, not a luxury. You don't have to earn fun. You just have fun. You have a right to have fun. You don't have to earn it. The angels know that you have a lot of responsibilities and that you need a steady flow of time, money, and other resources. By drawing this card, the angels want you to know that regular doses of fun can help you accomplish your goals. You may protest that you don't have enough time, money, or energy to play, yet your angels assure you that playfulness is a wonderful investment that yields immediate returns. When you have fun and laugh, you relax. This relaxation gives you a greater inflow of ideas and spiritual connections, divine guidance, and energy. With the new inspirations and energy, you can better manifest your desires. Your relaxed and radiant personality attracts wonderful and helpful people to you. Your positive outlook creates new opportunities for you. When you look at life in this way, you can't afford not to have fun. Having fun is going to put you in a more positive mindset as well. It's going to draw opportunities towards you because you're going to be in that mindset of gratefulness. That positive mindset is going to feed through to them. I think you're feeding off each other's doom and gloom right now over missing each other. When you raise your vibration and you start having fun and you find positivity in your life, it's going to feed through that thread, and without them knowing, they're going to start feeling more uplifted, and it's going to motivate them to push forward and to make contact with you. So look at it that way. Don't give in to fear. Find ways to have fun in your life, bring joy to your life, and when you do that, it's going to flow through to them and bring union again. Have a good day.